Hey guys, Fetz here from 11 Bravo Gaming, and today we're going to dive into the world of Sledge, one of the attackers available for the SAS CTU unit. This is an operator with medium speed and medium armor, making him very versatile. He has a really good primary weapon, a really good secondary weapon. We'll get into that later. He also features a breaching hammer, which is what we're going to talk about in the start here. Makes him one of the few attackers that can breach simultaneously in two locations. It's a little bit quieter than maybe like Thermite, so there's an advantage using the breaching hammer. You set off your charge and distract the enemy and then breach with the hammer. Very effective in a lot of different scenarios. What I'm going to do now is take you through a really quick montage of some of the different things you can breach with the hammer. Alright guys, so now you see a lot of the different surfaces you can breach through with the hammer. There are surfaces that are also breakable, including things like this wall in front of me. Floors in areas like the house are breakable but not breachable. The reinforced windows, of course, reinforced walls cannot be breached with the hammer. Only Thermite can do that still. You did see that he can take out Tachenka's LMG. Not sure how often that would actually come up in gameplay, but it's nice to know that 2 swings of the hammer will take that down. He does nothing to Capcan traps from the outside. No one does. I'm pretty sure it's part of the game, but I wanted to show that. One thing I was really curious about was his ability to destroy the emplaced shields. He cannot do anything to these. I hit this, I think, 5 times, and nothing happens. So, speaking of how many times I hit this, you get 12 uses with the breaching hammer in a game. So, after the 12th one, it's exhausted. Looking at the loadout, he has a shotgun, pump action shotgun, and he's using the LED-5A2. This is a really good assault rifle. It holds its own with any of the other assault rifles. Really good secondary setup too with the pistol and the SMG. Both are excellent. I tend to run with frag grenades when I'm using Sledge because I can breach up to 12 times with the hammer. I find the breaching charge is redundant unless you're in that situation where you want to be doing a lot of the noise and a lot of the distraction. This is where Sledge is incredibly versatile in that he can run solo very effectively. He has a lot of breaches he can make if he's running on his own as a lone wolf. If you're playing solo, it's a really good character for that. And if you're playing with a team, he's incredibly useful too because he enables your teammates to take grenades instead of breaching charges. There's just a lot of versatility in the way to play with him. If I'm playing solo, I actually prefer to play with Sledge a lot of the time unless no one's chosen Thermite because he's so versatile. So another really unique thing or tip with Sledge is to pair him with a shield operator. If you have a shield operator who you want to enter a room first, you can use Sledge and actually damage the wall or breach the wall at the low point, and then the shield operator doesn't have to vault to enter the room. So this is something that Corrupt and I were testing out, and it's very effective because now your shield can enter the room crouch and completely covered, and it presents a lot more challenge to the enemy. Of course, one thing I can't stress enough is the breaching hammer is not the only thing you have to your character. This is a really good character in general. Good gunplay, and of course the versatile speed and armor balance. You don't have to be the one breaching all the time. I see a lot of people who will, if you're on comms with them, say, hey, I've got a breaching hammer, let me break that down. Everyone can breach in the game. You can breach most doors with a melee. There are surfaces that there's an advantage to Sledge, but let your teammates breach. Don't always be so aggressive to get in front of them. That's how people die. Another tip that I'm sure people will point out if I don't is you can destroy barbed wire in one hit with the hammer instead of 3 melee hits. It can be a huge time saver, but there is the time to take out the hammer and put it back. So it's balanced out a little bit, but it is useful. It does take away one of your 12 uses. Of course, I would also be remiss if I didn't let you know that you can kill enemies with the hammer. One melee hit with the hammer will kill someone instantly, and that can be a lot of fun. I think that is everything I wanted to cover about Sledge, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something from it. I know everyone's really been enjoying the Siege videos that I've been doing. And I'm going to start working through the operators now. And while I do that, Corrupt is going to start working through the maps and the different lines of sight and ways to play the map. A lot of work to be done for both of those, but I really like to dig into the operators and make sure I understand them. And I don't leave anything out and try to make this as comprehensive as I can. So, of course, if I forgot something about Sledge, please feel free to chime in the comments. I always appreciate that. And I appreciate all the support and everyone liking and sharing the videos. It's just, really rewarding to see that everyone's learning from these, and that it's really something that we appreciate with you guys. So, I hope that you all are enjoying Siege still, and I really hope the next patch makes a big impact on it. For 11 Bravo Gaming, this is Fetz, and I'm out.